The roller foot is a foot that has a lot of versatility. First, with its plastic nature, it's going to glide over fabrics like this vinyl very nicely. But what you'll also notice is that using something that's kind of sticky like this clear elastic and adding it to something, this is the kind of foot that will allow you to do that with relative ease. Let me take it to the sewing machine and let's explore this foot a little bit. So this foot is one that it's nice to have in your stash because you never know when it might come in really handy. So I'm going to snap it in place. And then let's get this piece of vinyl out. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, especially when you're working with fabric that has a tendency to stick to the foot, is that even on some feet that might seem to be able to go over it smoothly, like the Teflon foot, this foot actually allows you to stitch and meander a little bit better. So the way that I would consider this foot and its benefit with using it on fabric like this is if you were actually stitching 2 layers of fabric together and you were following a curve, and if you were looking to get a seam allowance that was consistent throughout, this foot is going to have a much better time navigating those curves simply because of the fact that it has this roller in front and it will just allow nice movement. So I think that's a big benefit. The next technique that I want to show is a little bit of inspiration for you is by showing how using some of this clear elastic, especially on a problem fabric like this velveteen, actually does a very nice job. So I'm going to slide this underneath. And I want to show you how easy it is to get this so that it's stitching down in place. Now I'm going to get this anchored first, and then what I'm going to do is give this a little bit of a tug. Now you know that if you do that, you want to be able to grasp your fabric in the back. Let me just kind of give it a little bit of a snug here. Now I can tell you from experience that being able to do something like this on this kind of fabric and have a foot feed it easily is definitely something that you're not going to see very often. And so I would just tell you that this roller foot has a lot of flexibility, and it's one that if you have it around, you'll probably find yourself grabbing it more often than not. So again, this is a foot that you can find at your Baby Lock retailer, and there you'll find feet that will really help you explore and expand your creativity.